All right, on today's 30-minute mechanic, I'm going to kind of show you what's been going on around the shop. Didn't really video any of this past weekend, but I worked on a bunch of stuff, so I'll kind of catch you up on that. And we're going to look at the green bean a little bit more. So buckle up, let's go. All right. First thing I did this weekend was IT 175. Excuse me. I couldn't stand it. Of course, I haven't started yet, but the fork seals, the second set of fork seals that I put in here, well, actually, it's the first set I put in these forks. They were just so tight on the tubes. I mean, you'd sit on the back and grab the front brake, and you couldn't even cycle the forks. They wouldn't even move. So, that kept bugging me and kept bugging me. I thought, yeah, they'll loosen up. But I thought, I don't want to do that. So this weekend, I popped the forks up and swapped out the seals for the other set of seals that I originally installed in the IT 175 forks, which are right there. And now they cycle really nicely and smoothly. So still have to put oil in them. I didn't have enough oil. It takes about 16 ounces, about 15 ounces of oil, 16, 15 per tube, and I don't have enough. So I got to get some fork oil. Then I'll add that up, tighten the caps up, and we'll be done with that. And the other thing we got going was, hello, Red Mustang. Red Mustang runs again. We let it run, let it warm up, and it seems to do the thing like it's supposed to. So I didn't drive it around any. Drove around the parking lot just a little bit and pulled it back in and let it heat cycle a few times and, burn off all the leftover oil underneath the hood and smoke like crazy, and then everything was cool. So I think it's going to be all right. Now, the other thing is, oh my goodness, what is happening? Look at all this stuff. Holy cow. Well, Judd, there's Judd. Hi. Judd has decided to do a little supercharger install on his 2015 Mustang. Holy cow. This is so far outside my comfort zone. It's not even in the same zip code. So I'm not going to be videoing any of this except for what I'm showing you here, but he's got an excellent set of instructions and he's an excellent instruction follower. So seems to be going well. Okay, green bean. Holy smokes. I did some work to this dude this weekend. As you'll recall, I decided to ditch the motor plate accessory drive and just go with pretty much a standard big block Ford belt. And then I figured out how to kind of make it serpentine by, let's turn on the light. But that didn't really help a whole lot. Hood prop is going to poke my eye out, I'm sure. Let's turn the light on here. Figured out how to kind of make it somewhat of a serpentine by adding, gosh, nothing is going the way I want it to. By adding this little idler pulley right here. The water pump has a Boss 3/8 thread, bolted right on, boop. And then just use a regular alternator mount over here, low mount. Need some longer bolts, and I got the right size spacer right there, but I need longer bolts now to make everything line up like it needs to. Not a big deal. That has got, oh, I guess I thought maybe that was, I don't know what that was. Anyways, need some longer bolts and get that bolted on. I got the water pump mounted. I need to find some more pulley bolts. Those are fine thread bolts, of course. They can't be anything normal. They got to be something weird. We were working on our coil mount. We're going to switch to, turn that back off. Still got this light on. Boop. Now we're going to switch to these other coils that I've had and used before instead of the Ford coils, because these use a regular style spark plug wire. So you just clip and then run it over to your plug. We're gonna build a plate today. I think today that these coils are gonna mount to. It's just a flat piece, a couple holes in it, and then holes for the coils to mount, and then that stuff will be able to bolt down, and we'll be done with that. Now, one thing we did this weekend was a huge deal. Was you can see the core support right here. See, there's a big old notch. Got the cutoff wheel, made lots of sparks and lots of noise. Trimmed, I don't really know how much I trimmed there. Actually, got an instrument of measurement there. Yeah, I cut about an inch and a half back on that. So, man, to cut a strip out of here all the way across. Now let me move the radiator farther forward. And then I did some sheet metal massaging down the bottom, down there, and allowed the bottom of it to scoot forward farther into the core support. Now, what that does for me, opens up a whole lot of room up here at the front now, and I can run the big giant Mustang fan, that guy right there, up here, so it'll keep this dude cool. I really wanted to run that big fan. I could put an HHR fan in there, not like I'm running some other stuff, but I've already got this one. So anyways, it should fit in there and clear all the pulleys and all that good stuff. All right, here's our plate. Just cut it out of cardboard. Basically what it's going to do is sit flat on this bracket right here, and then we're going to drill a hole in it where it'll be supported by the water neck too, and then those two coils can just sit right up here on top. So we're going to find some metal, see if we can cut a piece that looks like this out of metal. Metal! All right, we got a piece of scrap metal here. Whoop, I'm tripping over stuff. Piece of scrap that we have chopped up a million times for different things. And I think I can get this piece out of there. Now, of course, this doesn't have to be perfect. So we're gonna just find a spot where it'll fit. And just whack it right out of the middle. Actually, I could use that angle already. And we'll probably go back. After we cut out, we'll probably go back and round up the corners or something. I don't know. Not super straight, because I don't have a straight edge back here, I don't think. Yeah, I don't see anything. So, not a big deal. All right. Oh, and look, I have safety glasses on. I don't know if you can see me. Look at me. Look at me being safety conscious. Let's see if I can get my gas pedal over here so I can turn my saw on. I don't know how safety conscious I really am, considering there's like stuff all over the floor and I'm tripping over things, but I'll do a time lapse for this part. All right, now, probably you got a saw like this with a limited throat depth. Sometimes you got to cut pieces off in order to get all the way from one end to the other, because I kept running into stuff, running out of room, and just kept having to trim things off until I got down to the shape that I want. It's pretty hefty chunk of steel. Should be fine. Not have any problems with it for probably decades, or until I've changed something up. All right, we're going to get our grinder with a flappy wheel on, and we're going to kind of clean this up and make it look a little more presentable. All right, got the grindy here. We're gonna kind of clean this up, make it look more like it should. So this will be time lapse, so don't worry. All right, before I get too far along, these coils, I've got numbers marked on them, but that was for a different car, for cylinders on the coils. Though this car is going to be paired a little different, just because of how it's wired. I could rewire everything to match the numbers I got written on here, but why would I do that? Okay. The old coils are wired where 4 and 7 and 2 and 8 are over here. So let's see, 7 and 4. So it'd be this way. 7, 4, 8, and 2. So this one's going to be, this one's going to become 8, and this one's going to become 2, I think. And then these are paired. Let's see, 1 and 6. So 3, 5. This will be 1 and 6, right? 1, 6, 3, 5, 2 and 8, 2 and 8, 4 and 7. Let's do 1 right there and 6 right there. If I can, you can actually read that, probably can't. Maybe we should just write it right here next to it. Gosh, really? Okay, got those renumbered. Put that Ford stuff over there. Now the reason I wanted to do that, what did I do with my plate? There it is. I just made this nice plate here and then couldn't find it. Okay, we're gonna set our plate over here where it's gonna live. I'm gonna turn you where you can see. And the reason I did that is I wanted to know these coils, I'm not going to put them like right next to each other. That'd be silly, because then your wires would be right next to each other and you might get interference between the two. So they're going to be offset. So two's wire will shoot. So these coil posts won't be just right next to each other. Now the question is, do I offset it that way? Do I offset it this way? Actually, I think this way would be better. And I can move them. This is going to be 8. There's 7. 7. 8 can loop around. 2 can shoot. 2 can shoot across there. That's 6 across this way. 5 that way. 4 this way. 1, 3, 2. Perfect. That's how I think I want those mounted on there. Keep the wires kind of organized and kind of happy and going the right directions. It'll be a little tight right over here with this connector, but I don't think that'll be a big deal. So now that we kind of got that figured out, I may just kind of draw a little line around here. Actually, I really need to just mark those and drill some holes. I don't have anything long enough to poke through there. Let's see if I got my, where is this? Oop, that little guy. And gotta have my reader so I can see exactly what I'm doing here. Probably just gonna put a couple of bolts in, not really crazy about, they don't have to be crazy tightened down. Just put one right there. Oh, can't mash it down hard enough. May just do 2 on each one. Well, I'm putting a dot there, so that'll show me. Dot there. And a dot here. Oh my gosh. Sure, you can see where the dot is when you're looking right down the hole, but then you move it and your dot is gone. Where's my Sharpie? Okay, there's that one. There. I think the other one is right there. And then this one right there and right there and right there. Okay, got some spots marked for holes. I think I'm gonna try to see where this one needs to go. Okay, I'm over it right there. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's go hit the drill press. I'll be back. All right, we're back. Got that dude trimmed out. I'm gonna pull this water neck bolt out. We'll replace it with a longer one, because that's a little dinky guy. And got our plate here, and I drilled them out, and I got a bigger bit, and I just kind of deburred the holes a little bit. And that dude can sit right there just like that. We're just going to stick the little guy back in there for the time being. May need to get the flapper and trim it. Oh, it actually fits dang good. It's actually really nice. Now, what I may do is I never have a Sharpie. I had a silver Sharpie. I don't know where it went. Never can find it. But anyways, we're going to make a mark. Actually, we're going to drill a hole in this piece here. It has a hole in it, but it's way easier I'll just use one of the coil mount bolts to hold the plate down. That'll be cleaner and easier. And so we're just going to mark. Good grief, that was horrible. I didn't do nothing. I did my, oh my gosh. Can't keep up with nothing. Of course, put your tools away. Where are they? There. Oh my gosh. In the toolbox. This is not functioning. Not there. Somehow I've broken my punch. I don't understand why. Look, I have another one. Punch number 2. Ah, that one actually works. Now, hopefully that's not interfering with anything. I don't think it is. Nope. Doesn't appear that it's going to. Okay. Coils. That one will mount right there. And of course, we'll have to dig through our bolt bucket for about 6 hours to find the right bolts. Then our coils will mount right there. Everything will be cool. It'll look clean. And our wires will be able to route where they need to go quite easily. Actually, well, no. I was going to go get the wires and try them on, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. So we've got that taken care of. I'll probably take this thing back off, shoot some paint on it so the edges don't rust. and then it'll be good to bolt on, mount on, and be done. All right, that's going to do it for 30-minute mechanic today. We made a mount for our coils, got our coil pairings kind of figured out, which one needs to go where, so our Mega Squirt will fire the right coils at the right time. So check the description, buzz on over to my friends' channels, give them a like, check out what they're doing, leave a comment for them, tell them they're doing a good job. But for now, that's all we got. So like, subscribe, tell your friends, ring the bell. We'll see you next time. Bye.